Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to week 2 of English 235. Every week, every Monday, I will be posting a video like this in the announcements that gives you just a real brief overview of what we're going to be doing during the week. I'm going to show you where all the supporting materials are located, and I'm going to give you some more detailed information about the assignment instructions. These videos are going to be kept short. I'm shooting for under 10 minutes because I know your time is very valuable and you just want to get to work and do stuff. So I'll keep my talking to a minimum. You're welcome, because I do love the sound of my own voice. So we are going to be doing this every week. Please always watch these videos before the week begins so that you've got a really good idea of what we're shooting for here. So in week 2, you've just completed your diagnostic exercise. Fabulous. This helps you become very familiar with APA format, which is a much more standard style in technical writing, particularly in the scientific fields and engineering fields. If you were to work out, like in the Hanford area, APA style is something that you would be encountering a lot more than MLA. You're probably very familiar with MLA. It happens in our past composition classes like English 101. Probably you learned some in high school as well. Really good for the humanities. Really good for English composition, not used so much in the sciences or the more technical fields. So I want to make sure that we've got a familiarity with both of these styles as you move forward. So that's why we're doing the diagnostic. Week 2, we're going to be doing some reading from our excellent Markle text. I'm going to be reading chapter 20, which is all about writing definitions, the big assignment that's coming next week. So I want to give us a little groundwork on that as we move forward. Next, you're going to be checking out the diagnostic revision exercise. And so you completed your diagnostic exercise. Fabulous. You may have made 1 or 2 mistakes. I will be grading those this week, but don't feel like you need to wait for me to grade it. The diagnostic solution key is right here for you in the revision exercise. So click on that link, check out the key. It shows every question and every answer. So that you can see exactly where the errors might have occurred. So once you've looked through and found the errors in your diagnostic exercise, then I want you to find 3 errors that you made. I can almost guarantee we all made at least 3 errors because the APA style is tricky. So find 3 that you want to work with. Type out those sentences with their errors in them. The next thing you're going to do is correct those errors. So use the diagnostic key that I just showed you and fix those sentences. Show me how they should have been. And then I want you to create a mirror sentence. That means you're writing your own sentence that's very similar, demonstrating that you have the skills to do this sentence correctly. You're going to be doing all of this in a Word document and submitting those 3 revised sentences as a Word doc to earn up to 25 points. So your document might look something like this. We do want to follow some standard formatting, so name, instructor, class, date. Go ahead and title it Diagnostic Revision Exercise. Then start off with the error sentence. So where did you make your mistake? I've got one here. Sherlock Holmes is the most popular fictional detective. In fact, his exploits have been translated into 57 languages. Couple errors in this sentence, right? I didn't punctuate it at all. So that's a problem. The corrected sentence has a semicolon after detective, a comma after fact, and a dash between 50 and 7. So I've corrected my errors here. And then I'm going to create a mirror sentence, something very similarly constructed that shows I know how to use all of these points of punctuation. So Edward Snowden is an infamous computer programmer and former agent for the National Security Agency, semicolon, in fact, comma, very similar to up here, right? So it's mirroring that structure. Many people consider his leak of top secret information an act of treason. So you've got a mirror sentence functioning here that shows me that you know how to do this kind of punctuation now in your own words. You're going to go ahead and do this setup for 3 errors in your diagnostic revision. So there should be 3 of these that you've fixed. Then you're going to submit this for up to 25 points. So it's worth taking the time to do those fixes. That is going to be due on Friday. The other big thing you're doing this week is writing a letter of introduction. And the great thing about this calendar is it links all of those assignments for us, right? So your letter of introduction is worth 40 points. you're going to be writing me a letter. Woohoo! I'm excited to read it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, describe experiences you've had. Take a look at the topic proposal memorandum for the recommendation report that's linked in your assignments. Read through that and see what kind of topics you might be interested in looking at. We're looking for 3 or 4 body paragraphs, single spaced, and using the block or modified block format. Now, these letter formats are available for you in the Markle textbook. The textbook has a lot of really excellent formal letter examples, so look those up. But I also have some examples for you in the modules here. So if you go into the modules, we've got a great intro to technical writing you might want to take a look at as it talks about what we're trying to accomplish in this class. And then we've got professional letters here for you. I've got a template linked for you from the Al Purdue Business Letter format. This is a nice standard style letter. I also have a recorded lecture about professional letters, their purpose, when you might see them used, as well as their style and function. So really helpful stuff here to equip you to write a very excellent letter. So take a look at those resources offered for you in the professional letters category before you submit your introductory letter. Those are the assignments coming up this week. Those are the resources I have to help you out for both the diagnostic revision and the letter of introduction. Make sure you're using your time wisely and well. You're getting these things started and working on before 11 p.m. the night they're due. I do remember being a student and the siren call of procrastination, but do make sure you're reaching out for help if you need it well before the due date. I'm happy to help you out with anything in this class. Do remember to give me 24 to 48 hours to respond to requests. That way we've got time to engage, have some dialogue, schedule a Zoom if we need to. Once again, if you send me an email at 11 p.m. and it's due at midnight, I probably won't be getting it. Mostly because my toddler wakes up at 5 a.m. So I go to bed at like 9 p.m. So I'm not checking my email after that. Also, over the weekends, I do try and set that time aside for my family. So I will be responding much less frequently over the weekend. So do keep that in mind as well as you're working on things. If you've got questions about the letter of introduction, you really need to be asking them about Thursday or Friday. Because over the weekend, I do try and keep that as family time. But I am available all the work week days, Monday through Friday. So reach out if you've got questions. I'm here to help. Have a great week, guys. Stay safe out there and let me know if there's anything I can do to help support your learning.